What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'd like to start off by thanking you for checking out my YouTube channel. I have Instagram too. You want to check that out at Liberty Garage PCA. Also, so this video today, I wanted to show you this rock crawler chassis that I'm having Josh Frey Designs do the design work for me on. You're looking at it here in e-drawings, which is basically what you can do in e-drawings is take something from SolidWorks and I can look at it and spin it around and flex it out and check it out, see what I like and don't like, and then he can make the changes in SolidWorks. So I can't really make too many changes in here. You can, move stuff around if you want to, but as far as changing the angles of tubes and stuff like that, you can't do that. So anyways, the idea of this video, or the reason I wanted to do it, was to show you the chassis. This is a 2-seater rock crawler chassis. It would make a good 4800 car if it was set up a little bit different. This is going to be my personal car, which will just be a trail car, and the only thing that really sets it apart from being a good candidate for a 4800 car would be the shock package. It's on a 2.5 by 16 inch coilover, and I think just to do, if you're gonna race King Hammers or anything like that, you want at least a 3.0 shock and probably a trailing arm rear setup. So this is essentially a trail car, or what you'd call a trail car. It's on junkyard axles, what you would call junkyard axles. Dodge Kingpin Dana 60 front, so low pinion, reed inner C's, reed knuckles, TMR high steer arms with the double shear tie-in, which you can't see here, but you can see the high steer arm there. Artec truss up front. Me and Josh 3D scanned the Dana 60 front axle. So that's what you're seeing here. And then we were able to get he was able to get the model from Artec for the truss, so that he could use it to design the suspension and stuff like that. So you can see kind of how the front suspension works here. It's running, like I said, a 2.5 by 16 inch coilover, and it has a 2.5 by 2.5 inch bump stop as well. So you can see it here. That's that full bump, obviously. We'll go to full droop. You can see the massive amount of travel this thing's got. So it should be good for a rock crawler, but also good for kind of pre-running and doing faster stuff out in the desert, which was kind of the intention I built it for. I go to King Hammers each year. I want something to go wheel out there, but I want something that can go fast, but I can also go hit the most technical trails out there. So this is the happy medium between that. So Frey sway bars, front and rear, which you can kind of run or not run on this chassis. As you can see, it's kind of just part, the way it's integrated, it's just kind of part of the chassis. So it doesn't have to be ran with sway bars, but I'll probably run it all the time with sway bars. That is closer to ride height right there. So the rear suspension is the same 4-link. It's going to be all solid aluminum links. So yeah, there you go. So here you can see the rear suspension. So the rear end, in this model, it has a Dana 60, but I'm thinking of thinking of running a 14 bolt instead. This is on 40-inch tires. So I think the Dana 60 may hold, but I'm kind of having regrets on it. I'm thinking I should just go with a 14 bolt. I haven't started physically building this chassis yet on the table, but I do have this Dana 60 axle right now. But let me know in the comments what you think. I'm sure everyone will say run a 14 bolt. It's a no-brainer. But Dana 60 is a good axle too. So you can see bump stops on the back too. Same 2.5 by 2.5. This is the upper coilover mount. Ties into the B pillar. So the B pillar essentially has, this tube. It's tied into the coilover mount right here. Tied in back here. Just super strong. It's just a big junction. And then it's got the X behind it, or right there too. So super strong design. Looks super safe. Same thing up front. You got 2 tubes. Some of these tube chassis only have 1 tube right there, so you're getting double the strength and the intrusion bar as well. Not all buggies have that, so a ton of strength. This is totally a extremely safe chassis, which is good. You can see removable rock sliders here. That was a great idea from Josh. That way we can hammer them in and probably replace them every couple years, but not have to replace the actual chassis. So it'll be a disposable item. What else could I say about this thing? 120-inch wheelbase. It is LS3 engine, turbo 400 transmission, Atlas transfer case, 3.8 low ratio in the transfer case, full hydraulic steering, all PSC, Artec trusses. I think I mentioned that already. Although link mounting is custom made, or will be custom made. Rear mount radiator has a big CBR radiator, 32-gallon fuel capacity, 40-inch tires. That's what's in the model here, which is probably the same as what I'll be running. I don't think I would run any bigger, but you never know. And it fits a full 40-inch spare tire on the back, which is pretty cool. Not many buggies carry a spare tire. Having a buggy is all about saving weight, but I do love having a spare tire. So, and this will also kind of have a space back here to store have like a little trunk area. It's a little extra storage, and still has a plenty good departure angle. I think what'll be nice on this chassis too is because of the way this is set up, I don't think you'll really be able to roll over backwards with it. It will just hit the spare tire and kind of hopefully flop back on its front end. But hopefully we don't have to ever test that out. But that's the basics of the chassis. I'll be doing more videos later when, as I start building it and, get everything going. But I have most of the parts together. The design is almost done. We're going to basically have these, all this stuff laser cut and CNC bent, so it'll show up and I'll just be the one welding it and doing all the assembly and building it. But yeah, stay tuned for more content and more videos. Peace.